Welcome to this tutorial put on by thefutureglimpse.com, BAM Innovations, and me, your host, Blake Middleton. What we're going to learn today is how to actually set up your Feedburner feed in order to pull podcasts from your WordPress install and put them out there for either iTunes or other feed applications that read feeds so people can subscribe to your podcast. In order to do this, we first need to actually go into our WordPress install here, and we're actually going to use some specific portions of the WordPress install here. So let's go under our dashboard, if it'll let me. So we're going to go to, we're first going to create a category for our podcast so that the Feedburner has a feed to pull from. So you want to go under Posts, Categories. So once you're under here, you're going to add a new category, and let's name it, podcast. And the slug will be podcast. So we're going from there, and we're going to go no parent at this point. Add a description if you want to, and then hit add new category. As you can see, I already actually have podcast as a category, and then I have two different podcasts that I'm doing currently underneath that category. The thing we're really interested in is the slug, which is going to be the feed, like the actual address of this category. So if we go to podcasts, here's our slug right here. Our feed will end up being your website name, so thefutureglimpse.com/category/podcasts/feed/ That's what your feed will be. So once you have that set up, we can go under the Powerpress plugin by Blubrry, come down all the way down here and make sure category podcasting is selected. Okay, without that, it's not going to work properly because it attributes the podcast to a certain category that you select. All right, there's one more thing that we need to do before we actually can use the category podcasting feature of Powerpress to its fullest capabilities. You have to go under Category Podcasting, down here underneath Powerpress. Once you get there, you have to select your category. So I would select Podcasts and hit Add Podcast Settings to Category Feed. I already have that set up right here. Once you do that, you'll get to this portion. Feed Show Title. You can actually edit it, or you can change it if you really want to. The default category title is the Future Glimpse / the Rust Report, but I didn't really necessarily want to do that. So, and there's a bunch of other settings in here, but you can actually leave them all the way it is originally. You don't have to actually submit anything to these in order for it to work if you're using Feedburner. So we're going to go under Posts. I've already got one set up, so we're just going to use an existing one I already have. So let's say this is one I've already got here. So you've uploaded everything, you've got your description going on and everything, and you come down to the Blubrry plugin, which will be right here. You insert where your episode's coming from, and you want to make sure you select your category, podcast and the Rust Report. This is under the Rust Report. So what that'll do is allow it to categorize this post under podcast, which we can actually use the feed from this post to feed the Feedburner feed, which you'll submit to iTunes or Stitcher or any of those types of websites. So now that we have that set up here, let's go under actually the website itself so you can see what it looks like under that feed. I actually have it set up as a menu item, so I can go under podcast and it'll show me everything that's categorized under podcasts. So these are all the podcasts that we've released right here. And as you see, this is the actual category site address. All you do is add feed to the end of it and then a /. So let's go to our Feedburner. If I can get out of this here. There we go. Let's go. Let's open this up bigger. Let's go Feedburner. This was already open. I don't know why it's not. You have to have a Google account set up, so Gmail or something, and you sign in through that. What you want to do is you want to enter your feed here. So I'm going to go www.thefutureglimpse.com/category/feed/, and you want to click I am a podcaster and next. I'm not going to do that because I've already got it set up right here. So you've already done that, and then you'll get to a portion where you can say feed title, original feed, and this is where you have the feed coming from right here, category/podcast/feed/. Okay, that's what you want it to look like if that's the category you're using. This is your category name right here. Whatever category you decide to use for your podcast, this is that's where you want to put the category name. And then this is the feed address that you submit to iTunes or Stitcher, including this portion. If you change this and you've already submitted to iTunes, iTunes won't be able to pull your feed anymore. And a good way to test to make sure that this is pulling the proper information off your website is to click this button here, and it'll show you what your feed actually looks like. And it looks like it's pulling information correctly. So now that that's all set up, you can submit that URL to iTunes, which is this URL right here. You can submit that to iTunes or any of that stuff and go from there. So we're going to go back to podcasts, go back to the actual dashboard of Future Glimpse, and you want to go under to add a menu item for your categories. We're going to go under Appearance, Menus, Categories, and you select your category you want and you say Add to Menu. As you can see, I already did that to podcast and to the Rust report. And that's how you do category podcasting using Feedburner to actually submit your feed to iTunes or Stitcher. Thanks for joining us on the first installment of How To on thefutureglimpse.com, and have a great day. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free. Email me at info@thefutureglimpse.com or comment on this YouTube video. Thanks. Have a great day.